Just 1 second, I need to check something. Alrighty. What game on your match history is this?
It's just the one where I'm 7-8 on Rek'Sai.
7 and 8 this game.
Yeah.
Alright. Is there any reason in particular why you wanna watch that game?
Well, I have this other one actually. Here, I sent it.
Okay.
It's the latest one I just did this morning.
I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just wondering, like, if there
Oh.
is, like I haven't watched any of the games, so I don't know, like, what is the difference between the two. But like, usually people have like maybe a specific reason why they want to watch the game. Like maybe they feel like they don't know what they did wrong, or maybe you struggle with something particular. Right? Maybe the case is that you don't have any specific game you want to watch in particular, and anything is fine for you. That's maybe the case. I don't know.
I think I knew what I did wrong in that game, and we had like both scaling solo laners, so it was like
Yeah.
kind of hard to like gank and play around them.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, like, sure, it's a little bit annoying, right, as Rek'Sai to have scaling solo laners because kind of limits you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of why I don't like to play champs like Rek'Sai, but like you're really good on Rek'Sai, so you should for sure continue to play him. But yeah, that's the downside pretty much. And okay, what about the second game? What game is that?
That game.
Like the second link you sent me. Which one is that on your history?
That's the latest one.
This one? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, and this time you have a Kiana, which is nice.
Yeah. That was like the only lane I could play off of.
What do you think if you were to choose one game?
Probably the one with the Kiana.
This one?
Yeah.
Just because you have a mid laner you can play around?
Yeah.
Don't you think that, like, you should already kind of be able to play games like that? And since you are playing a lot of Rek'Sai, you're gonna have a lot of games where you don't have really laners to play around, and you should learn how to play the game then without having laners. Because I feel like this bot lane here is really illegal. There's a lethal tempo Karthus on my screen, and there's a Karthus Yumi. And I feel like you should just ignore solo lanes and play for bot this game. And
yeah, I also like have like a struggle. Like when I play Rek'Sai, playing on blue side.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
tunnel positions is really annoying for Rek'Sai. Like for sure, if your bot lane doesn't have push, coming like this is really annoying. If they have push, you can of course come like this and then gank like that, right?
Yeah.
So for sure, but like I look at this game and I just feel like we should ignore this and ignore this for the most part, and just play for this, and then you can still get yourself really strong through efficient pathing. And later on, you do have things to play around because Kassadin can later on side lane and you can play around that and stuff. Once Kassadin's level 6, he can set you up as well because he can slow the guy. And I don't know, I feel like this game should be winnable, and I think that the issues that you will have as Rek'Sai should be games like that. Like this one should be a bit tougher than other games because, like, if we look at it, right, if I'm playing Rek'Sai, let's do two Rek'Sai scenarios. So one is you're playing this game and...
Oh wait, I'm sorry, but actually I played on red side.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't matter what side. Like like red side is better, like for bot lane if they aren't pushing. If enemy bot lane pushes and you're red side, you can gank like this. Yeah. So, like then, like if the enemy is pushing you under turret, you can gank like that. But tunnel positions matter no matter what your side you're on. Like if your top laner has push, for example, and you're red side, you can just gank from here to here, which is really nice. So yeah, but let's say one scenario you have like complete fucking useless solo laners, and you have a bot lane you can play around. Which is this case, you should still be able to play that game. You know?
Yeah.
Now, of course, this is kind of the dream as Rek'Sai, right? Now every single lane can set you up. And I feel like you have 200 games or something on Rek'Sai, right? So you should be able to kind of know how to play out this compared to this game. So I want to watch this game because I think there's more to learn and more to talk about.
All right.
Do you agree, or?
Yeah, I can see it now.
One thing I like is that you go Age of Night a lot.
I usually rush it first.
Yeah, I think it's really, really good on Rek'Sai. Yeah. Yeah, there might be some games where, like let's say this game, where if this Annie is like a Zed, for example, and your Malphite is also like AD, and they are a very tanky team like this, you might want to go Black Cleaver second over Age of Night. But only do that if they are like actually tanks. But since you still have 2 AP and yeah, they didn't stack armor early game, as you can see, because you have AP teammates, it's fine to go Age of Night. But yeah, you might want to consider Black Cleaver versus more tanky people. For runes, I assume you're just going Nimbus Water. Yeah, Nimbus Water Walking. That's fine. Just sometimes you might want to change this one to this, depending on the game, right? If they're very heavy CC team.
Yeah.
Do you never play Halo Blades?
I only do like Halo Blades if I just like play for fun or like troll. Let's just go like full lethality Rek'Sai. But then like I've been talking to like other like Rek'Sai players, and they said that Conquer is just better overall for team fighting.
Yeah, I mean it is of course better for team fighting, but
and then if they're
this
like
guy is a complete psycho gamer. Do you know this guy?
No.
This guy is this is Roy Demon. He is Rek'Sai One Trick on EO West. He would like to have a word with you. He invented hating Conquer Rek'Sai. You know,
that sounds like Rek'Sai from like when like the new runes came out.
I mean, like Electrocute sucks. He shouldn't go it, but he goes it because this guy, game is over at level 4. So he is fighting people till the death. So like, in my opinion, Halo Blades is better than Conquer because the way that you play Rek'Sai should be played in a way where the game should be over quickly. And there will be some games where, if you look at the drafts, right, that, like if I look at this game, Lee Sin, Akali, Orianna, Ezreal, Janna, I don't feel like that's a Conquer game. I feel like you can one-shot 5 people here. Like any one of these guys, you can just kill them before the fight even is, like, begun, you know?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, if I look at maybe like this game, Zed, Camille, Volibear, when they have a Yuumi healing them, Conquer can make a bit of sense, sure. Then there was another one here where it's like Volibear and stuff. Yeah, Volibear, Renekton, and Sylas. Yeah, I can see Conquer being really good at that game. You know? But if you think the fights are going to be really short and very aggressive early game, then I would love to see Halo Blades. Like, it's so good on Rek'Sai. And it plays into what Rek'Sai wants to do.
Yeah, I see that.
Because I don't think you're going to have long fights all the time. Like here playing versus Zac, Kled, sure, Conquer is good. Ornn with like Soraka and Graves, like, yeah, there's going to be long fights. That's a good Conquer game. But then you have some games where enemies like really, really squishy and the fights should be explosive. Then I would go Halo Blades. You know?
Yeah.
because like in the precision tree, whatever you go here needs time to scale. Conqueror needs to scale, it's not that strong early. Meanwhile, in Hail of Blades, if you go cheap shot, that's really strong early. This one gives you way more one shot, so you have way more damage here already. This lets you snowball more. If you go zombie ward, you have more vision, right?
Yeah.
This gives you good sustain. So like, everything is kind of just better, no?
Yeah. Like I was like really reluctant after like the nerf Relentless Hunter on Rex, or not on Rek'Sai, but like on that tree. So that's why I stopped using Halo Blades.
I mean, isn't Ravenous Hunter good?
I haven't really tried that on her.
I don't know what Roy Demon goes, if he still goes Relentless or... Yeah, you see, like he wants to kill people, you know?
Yeah.
He is really crazy, but I think you need to be crazy on Rek'Sai. Because it's just like,
Yeah.
if you're going Conquer Rek'Sai every game, it's like, why not just play something else? Right?
Yeah,
like
that's true.
he does some stuff that is bad, like he goes Black Cleaver second every game, it's just bad. Like, that's not good. Your build is for sure better. Electrocute is not good, but Halo Blades is really good.
Yeah.
Cheap Shot is the best for early game. Relentless Hunter is probably better than Ravenous Hunter, now that I think about it. You can still go your sorcery with Nimbus Cloak. You know, he goes Absolute Focus. You know, again, a little bit crazy, but whatever. I mean, then again, if you think about it, I don't feel like Rek'Sai actually is a water walking champion. Because, like, let's say you're taking this route. You're very little in river, right?
Yeah.
You don't really play inside a river as Rek'Sai. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I honestly don't like it. It doesn't make much sense to go water walking.
All right.
Like, I don't know, what Rek'Sais have you been talking to? It's just NA Rek'Sais, or?
Yeah, I've just been like only like watching like Nori.
Yeah, but he's not Rek'Sai one trick though.
Yeah, that's true.
He's just pro jungler. Like, he's not bad. I mean, I've spoken to Inori myself. But he's not Roy Demon. This guy has like 10,000 games on Rek'Sai. This guy has 3 accounts in EU West Challenger, and he's played Rek'Sai only since Rek'Sai was released.
Yeah, I saw this guy too. I think he goes by like Silas Kroger, and he goes like full lethality Rek'Sai.
Mhm.
With Halo Blades too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just in like 70% of games, it's the best. Look, since Season 6, he's played Rek'Sai. And that's just on one of his accounts. So, yeah. Like, I would like to see more Halo Blades games. Like I said, I think there are some games where Conquer is good, but I don't like seeing Conquer every single game.
Got it.
Except for that, I think we can get into the VOD. Okay?
Yeah. All right.
Is this a bait?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I have that too. I have like, I mean, mine is really obvious. I have like subs, you know?
Yeah.
Alright. So there's a couple things going on here that you need to change. Like, I have headache already if I was playing. So first of all, this shit needs to be turned off.
All right.
So that's just like emote bubbles or whatever in settings. It's the most useless stuff in the game. That has to be turned off. Second of all, name tags in tab, completely useless. Get that shit off as well. Because like, when we press tab, what we want to look at is runes, maybe summoner spells, levels, right? Maybe creeps. We don't want to look at names. So if you're spending even, let's say, 2 seconds to look at this guy's name, instead of looking at this guy's runes, that's bad. It's a waste of time, right?
Yeah.
You don't care about people's names. And like right now you're like diamond, right? What's
Yeah.
D4? So at some point you're gonna start to get to like D1 master-ish, right?
Yeah.
And then you might play versus Smurfs or streamers or pro players and stuff. And then it can also even be like mental, that like, oh shit, I'm playing versus Inori.
Yeah.
And then you might play different. We don't want to do that. So turn that shit off as well. Another thing with your settings is your HUD is so fucking big. There's no point, right? Like, like you should turn this ideally down to 1, right? Right now you have it on 100. So ideally turn it on 1. If that's way too small for you, then do 50.
All right.
Because this, we need to see as much as possible on our screen. Right now you have so much useless shit. Again, name tags on here as well is useless as well.
Yeah.
Imagine how much cleaner your screen would be if this was on 1, this shit is off, name tags is off. We see a lot more. Right now, on my screen, if I was playing, I can see this turret right now. You can't see it. Right? If I go to a random point in game, right? If a guy stood now outside the bush, you cannot see him.
Yeah.
We can't even see the bush. We're meant to see it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Now, let's talk about pathing. So, it's this game, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you're red side. You have a Vlad. You have a Kassadin. And you have a Gene Fresh, right?
Yes.
So, with the lane with CC, you have 0, 0, and 2. Okay? Both of these guys have it. So, already playing for bot lane is in favor. Okay? That's really good. Now, let's think about push. Vladimir versus Camille, right? Vladimir doesn't have push, so he shouldn't have prio there. Kassadin versus Zed. Zed should have push there. Bot lane is the only lane that can fight for push and prio. Because when we think of pathing, where do I want to end up, we need to think, okay, who do I want to play around and what's going to be best, like more valuable for yourself, right?
Yeah.
And bot lane is valuable for ganking and for yourself. Do you remember what you ended up pathing this game?
Yeah. I usually start red.
Mm-hmm.
And then just red Krugs Raptors, and then just try look for a gank mid. But then if not, I just go back to full clearing.
Lethal Tempo Carthus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why always red start?
I just like feel stronger overall. With
Because
like,
the reason why that's so fucking bad is because if you now, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you were Volibear side, and we have the exact same team count versus each other. You would then do this, 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 and then end up being top side.
Yeah.
Right? Then we're not playing around bot lane. It's really fucking bad. You know what Roy Demon does? He solo starts Wolf sometimes even.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I've done that before.
yeah, like let's say you're blue side, right? And you want to path to your bot lane. You can just solo start this, do this, and then you can gank bot as well. If you don't want to do blue. And then on your next visit, you can just take this.
Yeah, I got it.
We need to force things early if it makes sense to force, and it makes sense to force in this game. So, like, I would also start red this game, but not for the reason that you did. The reason why you want to do red is so dumb. Like, your reason is that it makes you strong. That's so bad. You know?
Yeah.
Because you're already strong. The reason why we're starting red this game is so that we can end up being bot side.
Yeah.
Because if you understand that that's why, then you would know how to play this game out as blue side. Then we would start top side. Not because it makes us strong, it's because we need to end up being bot. Because if you end up being top side this game, it's doomed. It's really shit. That's so bad. Your clear is really bad.
Oh.
like now, as soon as you do this, there, now just walk. Don't finish it here. And don't knock up this guy, only. You know?
Yeah.
You should, like, kill the red buff, like, over here. So that you, like, get here, you know?
Yeah.
It's not the biggest of deals, but... What the fuck happened mid? It said die level 1. Nice one.
Yeah.
Alright, poggers. Alright, so he started red buff. We already know that from bot lane leeching. So he's gonna be top side, which means that you can dive bot lane because Volibear cannot be there.
Yeah.
Don't you think that you're treating your AoE really poorly here? Like, look now, smiting this is fine, but then look the HP of the Raptors. Why do you kill that one? When it's like half HP?
I started killing it because, like, I wasn't gonna, like, unburrow it because it had that cooldown.
Mm-hmm. Look, there, we smite this, it's fine. Why, like, couldn't we just hit this one?
Yeah.
Because we want them all to be like the same HP for our AoE, you know?
Yeah.
Because you keep fucking smacking like the same ones. And is there a reason for that, or?
No.
Because, like, I've never played Rek'Sai, so, like, what does this timer mean here? On,
Oh, it means, like, they can't get,
knocked up, right?
knocked up again.
Yeah, so then there's no reason what you're doing, you're just trolling. Because, like, I was pretty sure, like, there's nothing else but the fucking unborrow knockup. So then you're just griefing.
Oh. Yeah.
Because you should just try to aim the AoE on, like, everything. And as you're passing like this, right?
Yeah.
We want to play for bot. And you're not looking at bot. Like, it's really troll because you can dive them. As soon as you saw Volibear in mid there, you need to understand that when you're bot side, he's gonna oink around in his top side.
Yeah.
So you can legit sit under enemy bot lane's turret and just poke them with your E's and stuff, and yeah. I mean, with your Q, my bad. Because you really want to play for this bot lane. Like, your Jhin and Frisch is pushing them in the turret, you're not even looking. Like, how can you play like this? You know? Like, right now you're... It's like I'm watching POV Evelyn gameplay.
Yeah.
See, now you're looking bot. But that's so bad, because if you looked bot lane as you're passing now, if you saw now that Karthus was fucking 200 HP, right?
Yeah.
You can just run straight bot lane now and dive him. Correct?
Yeah.
But we're not looking. So now we just do wolves, because if you see that he's full HP now, then yes, you should full clear. Because it's not an angle yet to kill him. But the issue is that now you end up looking now. So now it's like, okay, now it's too late, because let's say he's 200 HP now you're like, oh shit, I'm too late now.
Yeah.
Because the wave is crashed. See? But imagine we're here already, and he's this HP. We would just kill him. Even if it's this HP, we would just kill him if first land something. But you didn't fucking look till now. That's really, really bad. Also make it a habit to continuously like track Volibear with pings. Like, you should be pinging that he's on his top side right now. So so Vladimir can expect getting like ganked.
Yeah, I usually do that. But I don't know about this game. I just felt autopilot, I guess.
Yeah, but we shouldn't be autopilot.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like a thing that's autopilot, because it shouldn't require you as a jungle main to really think about like tracking enemy jungle. It should just be like habit. Also, I wouldn't smite the blue, because when Volibear showed mid, I'm pretty sure he went red straight mid. Right?
Yeah.
So like, we know his raptors are up right now, and he should do top crab, and then he should look for like wolves or gromp, whatever he didn't take. So I would keep my smite so I could take his raptors, because I would take this crab and then just sweep around mid, make sure I'm not on vision, walk to the raptors, take it, smite it, and run away.
Alright.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Because it doesn't make sense that you want to take blue 2 seconds faster. Because now, if you take the raptors, it takes so long. Again, here, enemy Zed has a very important cooldown. His W, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, shouldn't we be continuously looking? Right now, when your bot lane just reset, shouldn't we continuously be looking mid and see if Zed is using his shadow?
Yeah.
Because I don't know why you keep looking at the crab. Now your spells are on cooldown, you should be looking mid. You are not. Because here, you already made a decision to go mid, and then you started looking. But what if the correct decision now is to kill Karthus? We didn't even look at it. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
You're really, really bad at how you look at lanes. But you saw Volibear. What? You're 200 games Rek'Sai. You see him here. Volibear. Hello?
So I honestly thought I was gonna be closer to him when I dashed in.
But look what your champion, your mid laner is playing. Right?
Yeah.
But like, did you see how I called it 30 seconds ago? I said, Volibear's gonna take this, and then he's gonna look for one of these camps, whatever he didn't do. One, he didn't do Raptor, so that's a possibility. It is possible that he did Wolves and Gromp, and just AFK cleared, because he didn't show top lane. So he should be around mid right now. Like, I don't know why you want to 2v2 mid. You're just hard trolling. Having to blow Rek'Sai flash is so sad, no?
Yeah.
And forcing a fight around your Kassadin here, like... Look, your Kassadin here is like chilling. You should just sweep around mid lane here. Just sweep around mid and wait for Fresh. Look where Fresh is. Look where Fresh is. Why go in now? Why do you feel pressured to go in at this very moment? Right? If Zed blew his W and his W is up in 4 seconds, then of course you can't wait. Then you should go in. But that's not the case. You don't have to go in now. You can just wait.
Yeah.
You can just wait. Look where Fresh is. Why do you go in now? You should just sit in Fog of War there. Sit in Fog, wait for Fresh to get closer. Then you can go. But here you're 10 HP by the time Fresh gets in range. That's so bad. Because now we wasted our red buff, we wasted our flash. And why it's especially bad is because you forget something really important. Look here. What did your bot lane just do now?
Pushed.
Okay, another reset, right?
Yeah.
So bot wave is gonna bounce into your bot lane right now. Which means that Karthus and Yuumi, they have to overextend, right?
Yeah.
Bot no sums. So if we know that Karthus has to overextend, and they have no sums, shouldn't that be a very easy gank?
Yeah.
So? Shouldn't the play be to not smite this, take crab, look raptors, and gank bot when your bot lane is back in lane?
Yes.
Shouldn't you now be looking at Zed and Karthus? And then you should be seeing that Karthus isn't hard pushing it, so we know that he has to overextend.
Yeah.
Because now you should just be sweeping and going into the Raptors, smiting them away and taking them, and then you should be running here and then just sitting here. Once your bot lane gets to lane, you come behind and then GG. But you're not looking at it. Don't look at me then here. I want you to now look at Karthus, like right now. Just look Karthus.
Yeah.
And look, do you see how he has to push?
Yeah.
Because of his wave. That's just how waves work. Your bot lane crashed a wave under a turret. The waves met under turret. Now it's pushing back. Karthus is forced to overextend. That's when you want to gank. Karthus doesn't have an option to play safe right now. He has to overextend. See? Look at Karthus.
Yeah.
You should be there right now. So that's what I mean. It's not about your Kassadin. This game didn't have anything to do with scaling laners. It's the fact that you are only in the mindset of playing around mid lane.
Yeah.
You don't need to this game. You have a Genie, you have a Fresh. They set you up really nicely, but you didn't even look at it. Is there a reason why you ignored your wolves here?
No, I just had no reason.
Okay.
Oh, because of Crab was like spawning top.
Okay, so then you go crab now. What?
Yeah.
Look, then you ping, like, look, watch,
Yeah.
watch. Ping right now. Ping your Fresh. Walk crab with me. Come crab Fresh. You have your own little pet here.
Yeah.
Bring him with you. Ping Kassadin. Bring them with you. You can be 3 people on crab here. Then you get crab. But you don't ping your laners, you don't ping your Fresh. Fresh doesn't need to be bot here. Jhin is chilling. How the fuck did Volibear die?
To my Raptors.
What?
Yeah. He just did it right there.
No, he died here. What? He's just bugged, I guess? Or what?
Yeah. See, like the Raptors just got reset.
But it's what? It says on the map he died here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Enemy jungler is fucking out here dying to your Raptors, and you still don't take top crab. What? Why aren't you taking top crab? What the fuck? But why did you path like this? You should have taken this and then ganked top.
Yeah.
Your dollar store in Nori. And now you're not going to crab again, what? Why not? Do you want to do crab when Camille spawns and Volibear gets back on the map or what?
I usually just would want to hit 6.
Yeah,
but
crab
I
gives
that's bad now. Yeah.
crab gives a lot. And that was a free crab now. This shouldn't be up, but luckily for you it is. Okay, this is an angle.
Yeah, I didn't go for that actually.
Why not?
I just felt like she was too far. And
Yeah, but the thing is, once she's killed these minions, she's gonna be recalling in her turret. Don't you
Yeah.
think that you can just Q and then R smite her?
I was just like pretty hesitant because like I didn't know if she had all her spells up.
But she cannot use any spells. What?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Like, what? if you hit her with Q, right? Like, she's
Yeah.
gonna kill these minions, then this wave is gonna walk up, and then she's gonna recall. As she's
Yeah.
recalling, you hit her with Q, which is like this HP, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you just R, and then you smite while you're in your R. How does she do any spells? Like, she cannot R your R, can she?
Yeah, she can.
To avoid all the damage?
Yeah.
Well, then you cannot do shit.
And then there was like also minion waves, so then
No,
I
the
just found
minion
it
wave
pretty
isn't
hard to
there.
do.
No, that's just wrong. Because the minion wave isn't there. Like, my point is, like, she's gonna recall after she kills these minions.
Yeah.
So you just Q her. But then, like, I agree. Like, if she can R your R, then yeah. Then it's doomed. But then, if this is a Darius or something like this, you should 100% dive.
Yeah.
But yeah. But you shouldn't let this minion wave be the issue. Because this minion wave won't be here in like 10 seconds. Make sense?
Yeah.
So just make sure that the reason why we don't do this is because it's a Camille. Because if that is any other champ, you should 100% dive there. And I don't know why now, when you see Vladimir TP, is why you're leaving. Because I know Volibear is there, but so what? Why does that stop you? Your Vladimir has R, and Camille is 100 HP under her turret. I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to leave my Vladimir here now. Like, he's just gonna get ganked. You even show enemy jungler that you left your Vladimir. Like, you should 100% cover him there. And like, if I'm Volibear now, I see you right now just leaving. I'm just gonna go kill Vladimir. It's obvious Vladimir is TPing to kill Camille, no?
Yeah.
So you should just sit in that bush and just cover. Like, sit in the river bush. Because you're always reacting, and that's a sign of a bad jungler. A good jungler should be able to read this and already be here. This was so easy to read, look. Here, okay, Camille is trolling, so she should die now. And then now you should be thinking, how do I kill Camille? Right, your Vlad just died. Does he have teleport? Check that. Does he have TP? Does he have TP? Does Vlad have TP? Press tab. If he has TP, ping him to TP. And then you guys dive her. And then now when you see that he TPs, turn back, cover him now. Why do you leave him? Enemy jungler is topside. Enemy top laner is 200 HP on turret, and you're just leaving your top laner to 1v2. That's so troll. Because now what if you were just like standing there as a ward for him?
Yeah.
Worst case, you would risk 15 seconds. Like, you'd waste 15 seconds. That's the worst case. Now you're just reacting. That's so bad. Like, anyone can do that. You know, if I'm coaching a bronze Rek'Sai, if it's a bronze Rek'Sai, he would do the same thing that you just did. He would be doing red, and then he would randomly look at his map, and he would see his top gets ganked, and he would go, you didn't do anything good here. But a good player would understand that Vladimir should get ganked, and he would like sit, for example, in this bush maybe, and he would counter gank it, and then this would be a double kill.
Yeah.
There's a reason why you will see in high elo that junglers like this Volibear, he would never gank the Vlad here. Because he knows you were top and that you should counter gank it. Vladimir should be safe there to bully Camille in her turrets because you're around him. And these things you need to be able to do because your champion needs to snowball early.
Yeah.
Didn't we see him? Like here? The said? Like, I'm pretty sure we just saw him go missing now. Like, you know they're behind you. So, look.
Yeah.
You know Zed is behind you on the map. What are you doing? What?
Just I still like killing the Vladimir, I guess.
You don't want to flash away as Rek'Sai.
Yeah.
You really don't want to have to flash away as Rek'Sai. So like here, this is fine, this is fine. We have 5 seconds now to go for a play. Because they are 5 seconds delayed. You should have also walked on this. Well, I never mind, they're blue. Yeah, you're red. My bad. But yeah, now it's over. It's over. You missed your Q and they're behind you. Just leave now. Just leave. Leave. Ping Vlad away. You don't have tunnel, you don't have shit. Just leave.
Yeah.
Why do you want to fight? He's charging at you with his Q. Why are you running at him? You know? Because if you just waited, like, see, this is so free. But you don't play with the map. Because I'm not telling you to surrender. I'm saying to just walk like this and then go on him.
Yeah.
Because they are here. So if you just went in when these guys are here, it would just be free. Don't you think?
Yeah. Yep.
So you have to look at the map more and understanding like how it functions, how it's working. Because for sure Volibear is griefing. But if you all in now, you wouldn't even need to play it good to win. But your R there was quite nice.
I think I just had like a problem with like you like let's say like Thresh, like I just would have thought like he would have came sooner. Or he like he runs like faster. Such as like the mid gank too. I thought like Thresh would have been there sooner.
I mean, he was here when you went in. That's quite
Yeah.
a distance. You need to also... Oh, that was good. You need to also keep pressing tab more. To like look at item spikes and see like how strong your team is. Like your Kassadin is extremely strong right now. Nice. Good. See, this was good read. You see her playing aggressive and she is trolling, so you punish her. That's good. You should just be free. He even teleports you into them. But running into a Karthus team is a bit scary. One thing here maybe is that, like, one, your teammates here are griefing, first of all. That's important to understand. Like, they're way too deep, but you have to adapt. Like, this Gromp here doesn't give you 11. Right?
Yeah.
So, when you see now Drake is up soon, and you see Fresh and Kassadin are posturing inside of enemy jungle, you should go there, because the risk versus reward. The risk is your teammates gets caught now, and the reward is that if they don't get caught, you get a Gromp. This Gromp gives you nothing.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't do Gromp. You should just now be tunneling your way down to your team. Okay? If this Gromp gave you level 11, I would have done it. Because being level 11 is nice. But it doesn't give me anything. It brings me closer to 11, but like Drake is in the end of the objective here. Because I think that if you are already here poking with Q and stuff and just being here, it would be a bit easier for them maybe.
Yeah.
And here I think you need to realize that you're diving into a Karthus and you should run. Because you do not dive into a Karthus. That's not how it works.
Alright.
Because I think if you just... Here. Also, I mean, you can also realize this head should be dying to Vladimir. So maybe we shouldn't even ulti. But
Yeah.
now you should just click whack, back. You have to run now. There's a Karthus you're diving into. Like, you just cannot do that. But yeah, like, looking at your soul laners, like, this should be a pretty easy 1-3-1 game. Like, right now your Kassadin should not be mid. Jhin should not be bot.
Yeah.
Jhin should be mid, Kassadin should be bot, and you should be trying to guide this. Your teammates don't know how to play the game, and you need to try to ping them or type. You shouldn't type the entire game, you should just, like, simply say, like, once or twice, like, Jhin go mid, Kassa go side. And if they don't listen, then you just don't type. But sometimes they will listen. But you can't play the game like this. Right now your Jhin cannot farm and your Kassadin is just mid. Kassadin has to be side lane. And then you and him dive whoever is in side lane against the Kassadin. Because the game should still be playable. But Kassadin isn't getting to farm. And neither is Jhin. Like, look, bot wave. Nobody's farming it. So even though we're getting kills, that's nice. But in the end, we need this Kassadin to get 16, right?
Yeah.
And getting that through just ARAMing is hard. Because we're getting kills, alright, poggers, but what does kills mean if we're not getting turrets or closer to the Nexus, right?
Yeah.
Because if we were getting these kills and we were pushing bot meanwhile, we would have bot turret now. Edge of Night soon, poggers. How do you feel about your mid game?
I feel that
Because like here, for example, I think you're griefing. Like, second Herald is so useless. Okay?
yeah.
It's really useless compared to a lot of other things. Like, if you have nothing to do, sure, go for it, right?
Yeah.
But if you look now, like, Kassadin is now pushing bot finally, right?
Yeah.
And he's gonna continue to do so, right? Does he have teleport? You should be asking yourself right now, and you should be looking. If he has teleport, you can maybe do this, because then he can TP. But right now, I would be sprinting my way down to bot. Let's get bot turrets. Why do you and Vladimir want to do all this Herald? Look, your teammates are down bot side trying to kill people. So that should mean that the enemy team should be top side if they weren't there to contest the bot player, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's really weird that we are here. Because, like, here, Volibear is bot and we can just kill him. Because, like, here, sure, we kill Camille, right? But what does it mean if we could now kill Volibear and get bot turret? Because you're really bad at closing out the game.
Yeah.
Because you're getting a lot of kills, but it doesn't mean anything. If you look at pro play, there isn't that many kills, right?
Yeah.
But they still end the game. Because when they do get kills, they actually get things from it. Killing the Camille here doesn't mean anything, but we get some gold. Which, you know, is nice if we didn't have any other options. Which we did. We had the option to take bot turret and dive Volibear there. We want to play around pushing lanes, especially in mid game, because then we can get stuff when we kill people. Because now we just killed Zed in bot, Camille in top. What did we get? Nothing. Not a single turret. So the game is the same, no?
Yeah.
We're just as far off from the objective, which is killing the Nexus. Sure, we have some more gold, which means it's easier to do it. Sure. But we would have even more gold if we took bot turret as well as killing them. Kassadin has Ignite, okay. Don't you think that, again, we are just late? Look.
Yeah.
Look here. Look, your Fresh is running into enemy jungle. What are you doing? Right? Like, walk with them. There's a full tank Volibear topside. Like, full tank Volibear here. Do you think you're gonna 100 to 0 him if you meet him?
Nope.
So then why are you going there? Because I agree with you going here. If we see now, Karthus just killed a wave here, and he's rotating here. Then yes, you're doing the correct thing going here. But if nobody is here but the full tank Volibear, you should be walking with Fresh right now. Because then if we meet somebody, we kill them. But you're late, look. Imagine you're, like, what are you doing? Look. Look now, watch. What the fuck? Look. You're so zoned out. What? If you're here right now, Volibear gets instantly knocked up and he just dies. Right?
Yeah.
You don't even take the lantern. If Volibear got chain CC'd with your knockup, he's just dead there. Monka S. Get the fuck out, run. Okay, surfing. Should be free. Care for Zed. Monka S. I think here you have to reset the fight. You know? Okay, here,
Yeah.
like, they have Yuumi healing people. It's lost here. Like, the fight is doomed now. I don't know why you keep chasing. Like, here, fight is fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay. Now the fight is fucking over. You have no R. Vladimir has nothing. The fight is over. Why do you want to go in? There goes your shutdown. Now Vladimir dies. What was the point in doing that? It's kind of the same thing again. How, look now. Look where Fresh and Kassadin are walking.
Yeah.
And you choose to do this. When you can just invade their jungle with them and you could take their Krugs. For example. You could clear wards in their jungle and you would get EXP as well. Why are you on solo missions? Because it makes every play so bad. Like, you going around like this is okay if your Fresh and Kassadin is following you, or if they are, you know, like, maybe they're like here or something. Maybe they're not going here, but they're going here, so you have to follow. Otherwise, the game is just lost. You can't solo carry 23 minutes in as a 5-4 Rek'Sai. So you can't go for these kind of plays. You need to follow your team. If you are like 20-0, right, then of course you can do this, because in the end you're the only guy carrying. But if you see they walk like this, you have to follow them. It doesn't mean you need to dive with them, right? If they troll, you don't need to troll as well. But you should follow in case Fresh lands a hook, in case you guys do find someone, because the pick is way easier to do then. Now the two people that made picks are just dead. And we were walking around, we were doing nothing. I fast forward once and you're just dead again. So let's see, I'm really curious how we died this time. Because this time Karthus is dead, Yuumi is dead, then we just died randomly. So we just walked up and killed ourselves to Volibear.
Yeah.
Like, Camille dies. Now Karthus dies. And now we should be like happy. And you should just let your teammates clean up. And you randomly just walk up and kill yourself. Right? Like, I don't know. I'm just wondering, like, what is the thought process here? Like, you have a level 14 Kassadin. He's running around. He's killing people for you. You literally need to do nothing right now. And you walk up. For what reason?
Probably just thought that just to go like peel the Jhin.
Peel him from what? Look. Peel him from what? Right? If Volibear ults and uses his thing on the Jhin, Jhin has a higher chance of living than you. So the correct play now is to go away from Volibear, which we knew was here. And then if he goes on to Jhin, then once he has used his stuff on Jhin, then you can knock him up and peel. Because he's not going to 100 to 0 the Jhin. Jhin is going to have like this HP left. And then you knock up the guy and Jhin can try to run. Now you're just fucking killing yourself. Nice peel. Right? What's the point? So again, we kill 3 people, we got nothing. It's the same story over and over. This time we're actually walking with Thresh. So that's pretty poggers. Because then, right, if Thresh actually lands a spell here, right, if he decided to cast one, right?
Yeah.
We could kill. What would happen to Thresh now if you were on Scuttle? He would just die, right?
Yeah.
And that's the point. That's why this is super good, what you're doing. Because now you're creating plays. This is good as well. Nah, what the fuck? Okay, report this, Thresh. Report this guy. This guy needs to be reported, and you as well.
Yeah.
But, like, tell me something. How can I tell right there, as soon as he lands a hook, that he's fucking griefing by going in, and then you're going into? Because with you going in, you're saying this is a good hook. Look. Here, okay. So this is good because if Karthus face checked, we would kill him. But then we see it's Volibear, so then we run away. It's good, good, good. This is fucking grief. Look where Kassadin is. Nobody can follow on this. So right now, you should be like, what the fuck are you doing? Look, that's what Vladimir is saying too. He's question pinging. He's like, what the fuck is this? And then you, look at you. What are you doing? What? What was the point in going in? You have no clue how to teamfight. You know?
Yeah.
Because you need to tell yourself here, okay, what's the plan now? What's the plan? Well, for our fights, Karthus is very scary. So, I should only go in on him if I can one-shot him. Vladimir is my strongest member, so I need to fight with him. Kassadin isn't here, Kassadin isn't here, Kassadin isn't here. So we shouldn't fight. So when you see that he does this, just let him kill himself. Because it's still a higher chance that you guys win 4v5 than 3v5. So, just let him die now. Whatever, he's trolling, right? So let him troll. But then you troll too. Like what? Is there anything else in this game that you remember that you wanna look at, because I think the rest is just going to be repeating the same mistakes, like not knowing how to team fight and stuff and just randomly killing ourselves.
No, but like the play where Thresh and Cassidy went bot lane, like I didn't feel like, or the reason why I wasn't with following them because like Baron was up and I just usually hover top when Dragon isn't up instead of Baron.
Yeah, it's for sure a fair point. But the thing is, if you look at when they were doing that, right, there was no world where enemy team could do Baron. Right, I don't remember exactly what point it was, but is it here? Yeah, here. Right, so if you look at this, look the information available on your screen. Camille is on Raptors. Volibear is in base. Zed is recalling. Why are we going? See what I mean?
Yeah.
We always need to ask ourselves, their Baron DPS and our DPS on Baron, right? Do they have stuff like Hammer, Cassiopeia, right? They take Baron really quick.
Yeah.
And then, like, where are they? Because they cannot take Baron here. It's not possible. That's why here we need to run bot side. They just recalled and Fresh is invading. This is a good invade by Fresh because we have numbers on the map. Once the enemies return on the map, you can go farm your fucking wolves or raptors. Why do it now while we have a window where we have number advantage? You know?
Yeah.
Because there's a world here where you just go to Fresh right now, straight off the bat here. As you see there recalling, you go to Fresh, and then he lands hook on Camille, and you can go in and one shot. There's a world where you run to Fresh here, you land Q on Camille, and you can just ulti and kill her.
Yeah.
And then they don't need to dive. Look, your ult is up in 4. Imagine you Q Camille now and you just ult her. So now she's dead, and then now we back off. It's a good fucking pick, no? But instead you're just running around solo. As if you are gonna kill the full tank Volibear when you meet him. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I see it now.
Right, like, of course at this point of the game you're gonna be piss useless, right? So there really isn't anything to really, like, talk about now at this point, but for early game, you could have done a lot in this game to, like, carry and punish. Could have taken Volibear's Raptors, we played like shit around our teammates. But yeah, like, I mean, I think that it all mainly comes down to planning and map awareness and looking more at lanes and knowing what to look for. Like, when you saw that your bot lane reset, you should be aware, okay, that if now Karthus slow pushes the wave, he will have to stand here at some point, which is when I come and gank him.
Yeah.
Right? If you now, while doing crab, see that he's hard pushing the wave, well, then we know that he's gonna trade recalls, and then you can't gank him. You didn't look for any of that. That's really bad. Make sense?
Yeah.
Because knowing that that's a thing doesn't just help you this game, it helps you in every game. Because there will be time at maybe like 9 minutes that Vladimir crashes 3 waves here, and now it's gonna bounce back, and we know Camille has to overextend. Like, matters a lot. So, yeah. Do you have any questions before we end?
So like when I'm jungling, right, and then you're saying that I'm not looking at like my laners. Like, I want to use like F keys, right, instead of like clicking on the map. But like my fingers can't like reach the F keys. Like, do you know how to like use F keys?
Yeah. I mean, that's a very normal thing, because for some reason F keys are placed so fucking weird on the keyboard. A lot of people have this issue. You can rebind it. I know that some people use set X, C, and V. Yeah. Others use like G, B, H, which I think is like a bit weird. But I think this one is like pretty common option. You know, it's very close to your QWER. You know?
Yeah.
You can easily reach it with your thumb. So, that's something to look at. But yeah, you should rebind it, because yeah, for sure, F1, F2, F3, it's a bit weird to use. And
Yeah.
rebinding it is basically the best option.
I also like want to like I usually like try to keep a small champion pool. So like 3 champions like I plan on playing is like Rek'Sai, Evelynn, and Lilia. Like, what do you think of that?
I think Evelynn and Lilia is cancer broken, so yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
Could you check my runes on Lilia?
Mhm.
If it's alright.
Lilia is not fucking balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have 2 options, Phase Rush or Dark Harvest. I think for sure Dark Harvest is nice. I think both are good. I think for this level of play, Dark Harvest is probably the best, because you're probably going to get a lot of them. Cheap Shot is for sure best. You can't even use anything else.
Yeah.
This is OP on this champ, because you want to do sustained fights. Like Sorcery is of course good because of Nimbus and Celerity on this champ, but like on Evelynn, for example, this is of course the best because nothing else is really good.
Yeah.
It's probably the case here too, honestly, because CDR is really, really nice. So I would go this. Like Nimbus Cloak is so nerfed as well for jungler, so I think this is the best page you can go.
Yeah, I usually like just only go Dark Harvest 2. And what do you think about like sometimes they have like I'm against like an 80 jungler, but then everyone else is like AP. Like, should I go like armor or like MR runes?
If you think you're gonna meet him a lot, then armor.
Okay.
Like if it's like a Rengar, right?
Yeah.
It's important to make sure he doesn't snowball. Then I would go armor.
Yeah.
But if it's something like an Udyr, I'd go MR.
Oh wait, which Udyr is this? Tiger, right?
I mean, you don't know. I mean, champ select, you don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? So like maybe he's Tiger, maybe he's Phoenix, but I don't care. I'm not gonna fight Udyr.
Yeah.
Right? If it's fucking if enemy team is AP and they lock in, I don't know, let's say they lock in what's an AD champ that won't fight you, like Set for example in jungle, I would still go MR.
Yeah. Alright.
Because I should be able to avoid him as Lilia. Make sense?
Yeah.
What do you go on Evelynn?
The one that actually I haven't played her in like a couple months, but I just go like the one the Malices goes.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah.
I remember when I was coaching Selfmade, like 7 months ago or something, and he would flame me because I told him Rabadon's Rush was the best on Eve, and this was before everybody was talking about Malice. Now Selfmade and everyone is going it. It's really funny. Like, it's just so OP. Lichbane is so shit on this champ.
Yeah.
But yeah, your build is really good. You might want to consider getting Mage Eyes a bit earlier though, because ideally you want to have Mage Eyes stacks before you get your Rabba. But yeah, maybe you didn't have any stacks on your Darksteel, because of course getting Mage Eyes and having like 2 stacks Darksteel is pretty shit.
Yeah.
But let's say your Darksteel is stacked and then now you choose to get like stuff like this, you know, it's a bit weird. But yeah, I mean, your runes on both Evelynn and Lilia is the best. Even though like this got nerfed, it's still better than everything else on this champ.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a good champ pool. Like, you don't need to expand. There's no need to. You're winning on them. I think if you just continue playing and while trying to apply the things that I've said, right? Like, work on one thing at a time. So like maybe like for the next 30 games, work on learning how to use the F keys properly. right? But then once you feel like you've gotten good at that, then you can move on to playing another 30 games, doing something else, right? Like maybe pay attention to how the waves are, right? To the lanes. Like for example, like I said, right, when they crash the wave and you see they reset, you should be like, okay, how can I use this, right? Then you will see, okay, if Karthus is slow pushing, then I know, okay, they're gonna have to overextend. You didn't think like that. You randomly went mid lane and killed yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna stop the recording here, then I'm gonna